Hey guys, Beautiful Linker Joe here, VLJ for short. Wanted to bring you a video that I felt I needed to share. It's a replay video of a duel I had a couple days ago, probably over the weekend around May 14th, May 13th, I want to say. By the time I'm recording this, it is May 16th, so this has already happened, and I just wanted to give you my play-by-play commentary after the fact because I thought this was a really good duel and I really wanted to share it. Speaking of sharing, I know I haven't been posting a lot on this channel, and I don't know how often I will continue to post on this channel, simply due to the fact that I have a lot of personal things that I want to do, projects, school, work, and all those things. Obviously, life is getting in the way, and a lot of people have to do what they have to do to get things done. With that being said, I wanted to play with my Burning Abyss again because I haven't played with them for a really long time, and I think that they can still hold their own in the current format. I know that Link summoning is going to be a huge thing, and it's going to be destroying a lot of decks in the future just because of the new mechanic that is being introduced. But I wanted to get this in before that format came in. So as you can see, I'm up against a Pendulum Magician deck, and I'm going to be using what would be considered, I guess, an obsolete version of BA. So, right off the bat, as he plays, I have like a really shit hand. So set Scarm, set 3. As soon as I see Joker and I see Time Sword, I do not want to see Pendulum summoning happening at all. So right here, he sets Odd Eyes. I'm expecting him to use the ability to search one card. I don't remember if he does. I'm watching this as I'm explaining it to you. So he attacks into Scarm. Awesome. 200 points of damage. There he goes. He searches. That I couldn't remember. So I open Taki Tomborg again. This is a really bad opening hand, which is why people think it's an obsolete deck. He sets the rest of his scales. He Pendulum summons one. I activate Max C. This is just me trying to protect my board. Obviously, I don't get the search with Scarm's effect at the end phase, but I didn't want to take a lot of damage. And with drawing into Crane, that opened a lot of possibilities for plays, and having opportunities to actually set up a board. So I chose to use the Traveler just so that I can maintain some sort of presence. I didn't want to take a lot of damage too early on. I would be behind the game. Granted, I probably could have taken damage, grabbed the tour guide, but this was just my thought process for that turn. So I drew into Terror Top, I go into the Dante play, and then this is where I think things get a little interesting. I wasn't expecting Ultimate Providence, I really wasn't, and I don't know why. I've honestly forgotten about this card, but my mills were actually really good. I mean, Warning is bad, but I milled Graf and I milled Sir, and I'm still going to get Scarm's effect because it gets destroyed as soon as Terror Top hits the field. So all three are really good. Dante's going to be destroyed because of Ultimate Providence. Doesn't matter. I get Graf, I get Sir, and I get Dante's effect because Dante was properly summoned. So I get 3 cards back. I'm going to get Dante back to the field, get Farfa from Graf's effect, go into Beatrice, Farfa and banish Odd Eyes, just so I can get rid of one monster on the board. Search the tour guide finally. So now it's going to be a matter of who can get rid of each monster first. This is where I kind of questioned his or her logic. Went into 101. Yeah, I can see why you want to get rid of Beatrice, but Beatrice has that ability during either player's turn to mill one card in their deck. Now, I chose to pick Rhino because I know Rhino will deck thin my deck one card further. So as soon as Rhino goes off, I'm going to be able to send Farfa from my deck to the grave, allowing me to get rid of 101's materials, not allowing him to steal my Beatrice. At that point, all he's left with is an Odd Eyes to crash in. And once that happens, I now have free reign to summon Virgil, another Dante Xyz, but in this instance, I summoned the Dante Fusion monster. So those two go off, Rhino goes off, Farfa and Grave, Sir back to hand, and I special summon... Oh, I don't. I'm sorry. So now I go into Dante the Fusion. Now I have board presence, and now I have advantage. So I go from a really shit hand to a really optimal position. So I think in this place, I normal summon Tour Guide and go and pretty much go ham. So I'll let the game explain what I did, show you what I did. Tour Guide into Rhino, discard to draw, get Dante back on field, summon another Dante, discard. Sorry, not discard. So barrier, Barbar, and Fire Lake, not the best, but I still get Surge effect, and then I get Barbar's effect, so I get to do a little bit of burn. So let's play again. So there's the burn. Send Scarm, Fiendish Rhino, not Fiendish Rhino, Fiend Grieving, fantastic card. I think it's an underrated card. I did this just so that I can get one extra mill, just to thin my deck out a little bit further, and I wanted to get rid of anything that he could potentially revive from the graveyard, and I knew he had, it was either Ariande or Joker, and I just picked one. It didn't matter to me. I just didn't want to honestly draw Alic in my hand. So that was the whole reason I did that. Attack, end phase, go with Scarm's effect, add another card in hand. I added Rubik. Most of the time when I add Rubik, it is because I don't want to draw it ever, because it's kind of a dead draw, and two, it'll allow me to go into Virgil next turn depending on what my opponent does and what my next draw is at the start of my turn. So he goes Pendulum, Summon, Ham. I'm not quite sure what these cards do because I haven't invested enough time into learning what they do, so that's my own fault. But then he goes into Vortex Dragon and Absolute Dragon, and I don't know why, because their effects are negated and they're at 0/0. So to me, I feel like that's a waste of resource, unless he's trying to use Gravity Dragon, which he never uses in this duel. So to me, that was a really questionable play. The only thing I can think of was that he's trying to set up a board so that I don't kill him within the next turn. So he attacks my Calcob. I really didn't care. So this is where I go into Virgil, I think. At this point, I don't know why he would try to negate with Vortex. Those were my mills. I wanted to see what they were because I don't remember. But there's no way he's getting around this board. So I attack into all his monsters, do damage. I leave him with one just for the sake of cuz. I didn't feel the need to get rid of it. But he's honestly left with nothing. He does that little, cheeky play, but it ultimately means nothing. Crane lets me go into Barbar. I want to go into Nightmare Shark, the classic play. Nightmare Shark, detach Barbar, burn for 900, and then attack for game. I figured, oh, let's do that. I haven't done that in a while, and it's really cheeky when it happens. So that's how I end the game. I end the game, Barbar, burn, and then attack directly for game. Again, this game was ultimately to let me get back into the rhythm of things with Burning Abyss. I wanted to see what they can do still in the format. This is probably a really poor matchup to display in terms of what the format is, but I just wanted to see them do what they normally do best. I summoned Utopic Future just for the lulz. But yeah, this is a really fun replay on my part. I wanted to show you guys. Go ahead, leave down your comments in the comments section. Let me know what you thought, if I should do more videos like this. If you want to see other decks that I do have a few that I personally like, so I may showcase those. And if you want to see a deck profile of this, I'll go ahead and show it in a separate video. But for now, my name is Viewtiful Joe, VLJ for short, and I will see you later.